And then we're going to open yours up. Boom. 3, 2, 1. Pow! Holy smokes, I can't believe it. We're dual live. Can you believe this, Danelle Delgado?
I'm so excited to be here in the actual Rise and Grind studio.
Hashtag Rise and Grind right here in Lexington, Kentucky. I am beyond, thrilled that you are here.
I'm so excited to be here. Most of the time I'm waking up at 2:30, 3:30 in the morning for you. This is way better.
So now it's 2:30 in the afternoon.
Yes.
Versus 2:30 in the morning.
I like it.
You're
I am
here.
alive. My hair is done. I showered.
You
It's
look
amazing.
great.
Thank you. Stop it. Go ahead.
You look
Continue.
awesome in both the cameras. Look, I like all the different camera
I like
angles.
this one.
Look, how about this one right
Wake
here?
up.
You look good there?
Yeah. No. I
No,
don't like that
don't
one.
like that one? Okay, I'll
That's
go back
like
to this one.
at-risk chin angle. These
At-risk
are good.
chin angle.
Yes.
Danelle?
Thanks. I'm here because of the Twang sisters.
That's what I was going to say. Why are you here? What are you doing?
You know, there's this group of ladies here who serves the world. They serve you, they serve the world. Any mission that they want to give back, they just do out of the goodness of their hearts. And they asked me to come and spend some time with them, some special time with them. And we're actually building a real global movement around how they give back. It's rare, it's unique, and they put me up in a castle.
I know. You're in an actual castle. With a tiara and
I
everything.
went to bed as a princess. I woke as a queen. It was really exciting. I have a tiara for every day of the week.
Wonderful.
I'm feeling I could embrace it.
That's awesome.
But they are amazing.
They are amazing.
They are amazing. So you guys gotta
Twang
follow them on my
sisters.
page. The Twang Sisters. And wait, how do you guys say my name? Just say it.
Danelle.
Danelle.
Danelle is in Kentucky with the Twang
am.
sisters today.
And we getting lucky in Kentucky today.
Man, now this thing with you and the Twang sisters has been
Yes.
a long time in the making.
Yes.
You were here for the Rise and Grind event,
Which was so amazing.
right?
Outside in a city that never had anything like this.
Never.
Did you even know there was a Paris, Kentucky? You guys got to share this out because the stories is going to be amazing. So I'm just going to jump right in there and cut myself off. So,
Yeah, and you guys got to do the same thing
Event.
because we're about to.
event outdoors in the middle of what are we at?
We're right in the middle
courthouse or
of the courthouse, town
Yeah.
hall right there.
It was the coolest event ever. None of them had ever heard of anything personal development, business, me,
Right.
you. Did they
Right.
know you?
They knew me from my show.
Okay, just from
A
a
little
little bit
bit.
of Rise and Grind.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. I mean, and it came together right there. We met there. Then they came to Hustle and Grind,
Right? Hustle and
Right.
Grind Con, which was amazing.
which was amazing. And we actually had a moment in the bathroom.
Careful, children, if you're watching.
No.
You
You know how many people I meet
It is
in
live, so-
the bathrooms of live events? I walk in and they're like, is that her? Is that? I'm like, yes, I pee. I do. Often because I drink a lot of water.
Right.
But it was funny because at Hustle and Grind, it was almost all men. And so I was doing a story and I walked into the bathroom. And most of the time, in the ladies' restroom, there's a big old line.
Right, sure.
Well, I look over in the men's restroom, there's a line out the men's, and I was like, oh man, I really have to pee. When you're dressed up really nice, the Spanx take a while, it's a minute. It's a hot second.
This live has gone down a complete different route. I had no idea this is where we
But
were
it
headed.
takes a hot second. When you have to go to the bathroom and you have those on, you really have to calculate for those moments. And so I was running into the restroom and I was like, oh man, I'm going to have to ask for a favor. Hey, can I squeeze in?
Right.
And I walked in and nobody was in there. It was just me. There was no women. And I was like, this is the best conference ever. I'm always coming back. And I went to walk out and here walk in the Twang sisters. And they were like, Danelle! Oh! And Vicky Everett goes, if I had that hair, I'd be flat dangerous.
B flat, dangerous.
Yes.
I love that.
So I'm here in Kentucky on the B flat dangerous tour.
I love it.
So that's kind of where it stopped. We took a selfie. It was a great moment in the bathroom because we were the only women.
Right.
At that moment. There were other women there. I'm not discounting all of the women who were there. I love you. But it was just us and it was hilarious. And it just started building a relationship and we started watching each other's stuff. And then Pam calls and says, my friends are amazing. And so Hustle and Grind and Rise and Grind and Glenn Lundy have brought together these friends who didn't really know each other in this capacity in a really unique way, and they're just serving the world together.
It's amazing what
and
they
Pam
do.
called me and said, you know, you've been a gift to us. We want to serve you, but I really want you to come for my friends. And she wanted to give back in a new way to her friends who wanted to spend time with me. So
Right.
they invited me here out of like the goodness of their hearts and wanting to serve one another who serve the world. And they just give and give and give. And last night I thought they were going to flip over my chair at dinner because they give so much that I just like threw my credit card at the guy to like take him to dinner.
Right.
And they were like, no!
Donnell, what are you doing?
You can't! We're here to be served. You're whatever. And I'm like, you guys have to learn to be given to, right? And then I was like, I think they're mad at me. They might leave me here. I'm not getting a ride.
Right.
But no, they give and give and give. And so I'm here building their business and their
So
hearts
awesome.
to serve. They wouldn't call it that. They just want to give to the world. But
Right.
I'm going to tell them, listen, right? Like God needs you to make so you can give like crazy.
That's
So
right.
that's what we're working on. So we're here.
Yeah,
We had to come see you.
We're gonna take Twang Sisters to the next level. You're gonna do
Yep.
that while you're here.
Yep.
Now, also, that was a special moment at the conference where you didn't have to wait in line for the bathroom.
Right?
Very unique, rare, pretty much unbelievable.
Like never happened to me before.
Right? And we had another unbelievable moment
Yes.
with the Twang Sisters just a few minutes ago.
We did.
Right? But before we really share that, we kind of have to back
We
up a
have to
little
back
bit.
up to what happened in your training course that you do with your legends.
Right.
Yes.
So I was doing my next level training course. Okay. So I'm working with individuals and we're just trying to.
Oh,
We're trying to.
sorry.
We're,
exciting. I just wanna wear these for a second.
Yeah, slap them on, girl.
Continue.
Here, look, you'll be able to hear me in your headphones. How about
My
that?
sunglasses are stuck.
Oh, don't do
But
that.
It's very okay.
And so I had this next level training group, and I was working with these amazing individuals, high level individuals that were wanting to take their lives to the next level.
Yeah.
And so I brought in my friends, which is what I do. I always bring in my high level, the winners that are in my circles. I bring them in and try to utilize their brains, pick their brains as much as humanly possible. So we brought on Donnell, which was amazing. And at the end of the class, Donnell gave us some homework.
I did.
What was our homework?
So, you know, sometimes with high achievers and they already make great money.
Right.
And they're already working hard. It's really hard to help them step out of their box because they give already. They do a lot of things. And so making them fired up, you got to get that fire in the belly started. And so as I talk to them and as I know your message, I go, okay, I got a task for you. All of you do all of this, but I challenge you to make an extra $1,000 this week.
Right.
No, like easy time, like a full-on extra $1,000 and give it away. And when you give it away, I want you to do it on video. Now,
Right.
some people were like, well, we can't share that on video. That'll look like bragging. And I go, how else are you supposed to inspire people to give it away if you don't show them how to do it? Who cares?
Such a fact.
The people who have a problem with you sharing that live and thinking it's greedy or rude or arrogant, well, they're not the ones who are going to give. So let them sort themselves out. Fine,
True.
don't watch.
True.
Okay, but I wanted them to not only challenge themselves to make more, but to give more and to do it in a way that it would inspire others to give. Like even if people didn't go earn $1,000, but the people who saw it just went and tipped $100
Right.
or tipped more than they usually do
Right.
because of they were inspired by your post. Like that
Right.
was my goal, is to get a little fire in their belly going, because when things are going bad, I try to do something good.
That's
and so
right.
I was like, all right, all of you who are being challenged to the next level, let's go do something good at a higher level. So that was the task.
That was the task, and it was awesome.
all of them.
And that's such a strong point that you touch on, because for some reason it's okay to share politics.
Right.
It's okay to share people getting their heads chopped off or shootings or live streams.
Right.
All of these things are okay, but we're
Right.
not allowed to share if we do a good deed.
How dare they?
Don't share a good deed with the
You
world.
are
You can't do it.
so
Suppress
arrogant.
that. Right? Yeah. Oh, I cannot believe.
How dare you?
You
make
like
money.
tipped that person and made them happy and showed it on video.
Right. How dare
Ridiculous.
you?
So
I'm like, well, you're out there liking posting Ferraris and
Right.
whatever. I'm like,
Right.
I just want to help
naked
more people.
ladies and all that.
Yeah, I
good stuff.
didn't do that.
No. You don't like any of that?
No.
No. Okay. All right.
Okay. No,
So-
it was funny because while I was training this in your group, I was driving and I had the tripod set up. I wasn't looking at anybody. So this was just like off the cuff.
Right.
I'm training from the heart, like so fired up, excited.
Right.
And I'm like, guys, I gotta hop off. I'll hop back on in a minute. I'm getting pulled over. Click.
Got pulled over right
I
in the
got
middle of
pulled
the
over.
thing.
And then I hop back on. I'm like, he let me go.
Yeah, then she
No.
came back on and put her camera back up on the dash and drove right back off and finished the training.
If my insurance agent is on,
I mean, I'm just kidding. She didn't do that. She did that.
I did it. I did it. Okay, now
No,
go
but she
to
didn't do that. So
what you did.
yeah, so
You were
okay.
the first
Now
to
hold on.
complete
We
the
even have to.
task,
We even have to
right?
put one more piece of the puzzle
Okay,
together.
I forgot.
Because
So-
there's lots of pieces to this
Yeah.
puzzle.
Yeah.
You were supposed to be here on a different date
I was.
originally.
I was. And my
Alright.
schedule,
Uh-huh.
how many times do we reschedule it? Like 3 or 4? 3. Yeah, Pam's like 3. You
Yeah.
drive me insane.
So three
I'm so
reschedules.
sorry. Apologize.
3 reschedules.
3 reschedules.
Now you're here.
Yep.
That's a key component. We
Yep.
gotta make sure we mention that. So we did the training. We get the homework. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go out and make an extra grand. So we created the Rise and Grind Nation T-shirt,
Yes.
right? And we did a free T-shirt giveaway, and we
Yes.
created that, and it was plus shipping, and then we sold some courses.
So you
and some
created
planners.
like a whole nother product to make $1,000 in 1 week.
That's correct. Yep. Created a brand new
Yes,
product.
no excuses,
Made
people.
$1,000 in a week, in less than a week, in just a couple days. And then I went with my wife and my kids, and I was
Yep.
at Cracker Barrel after church on Sunday, which
Yes.
notoriously in the service industry, they say that they hate working on Sundays.
Okay.
Tips are always lower on Sundays.
Because they already tithed or what?
My fellow Christians like to leave a
Okay.
tip that says "Go find Jesus."
Oh, got it.
That's the tip they like to
Oh,
leave,
got
right?
it.
Because that helps feed the
Yes.
babies.
Okay.
So they get lower tips, and
Yes.
and so I'm like, okay, well,
Yes.
we're gonna go to Cracker Barrel and we're gonna tip $1,000. We're gonna take this $1,000 and we're gonna give it away, right?
I'm so excited for this story. I can't hardly stand it.
So we went and we had this amazing server, and she's a single mom, mother of 3. Her name is
Rodrika.
Rodrika.
You're welcome.
And so thank you. So Rodrika, mother, single mom of 3, was at Cracker Barrel, and we pulled out the video camera, even though my wife was like, I'm so weird about videoing, but we did it, right? Because that was the challenge. And so we videoed it, and we gave her $1,000, and she broke down and she cried.
And it was the coolest video to watch. I was around the world somewhere, and I was
Yes.
like, yes, this is amazing. I love it. Right? And people were very moved.
Very much so.
Thousands and thousands of people saw that video.
That's correct. And commented, and
Yep.
and multiple people
And
sent
were
me
inspired
messages
to
that they
go
were
do
inspired
more.
to do more. Yes, exactly. So that was awesome. Her parents even reached out to me, like private messaged me that she's a hardworking woman,
That she
and she
deserved
really
it.
deserved it, and so on and so forth. So that was amazing. Boom. Danelle, okay, so you got all the pieces now. We've got Twang Sisters. We've got Rise and Grind events. We've got Danelle. We've got a challenge with Next Level. We've got a new product created. We've got $1,000 giveaway at Cracker Barrel. We've got all that. And then we've got
Yep.
some reschedules.
Yep.
And then you arrived yesterday.
And we weren't going to come here for lunch.
Right.
We were going to see you on Saturday before I left.
That's right. Correct.
Because we want to go see all the Lundys.
Yes. You
I
got
would
it.
like the loads of the Lundys
Loads
on my
of
lap. I
Lundys.
can't wait to see them. Right, so that was our plan.
That's correct.
But anyway, yesterday, Pam was like, it's okay. We're going to squeeze out real quick. We're going to go have lunch with Glenn. You guys could do a little show, and then we'll come right back and we'll train the rest of the day.
Right.
So we went, and we're driving to go, and you're like, where do you want to eat?
Yeah, and I turned to go to Malone's.
Yes.
But then I
Because
said,
I've heard all about Malone's.
yeah, so I was like, well, we can go to Malone's or we can go to Chewy's for Tex-Mex. Do you like, what do you want? Do you want Tex-Mex or fancy food?
And I was like, Tex-Mex. I love Mexican
yeah,
food.
you jumped all over it.
Which is funny because I never choose a restaurant. I'm always like, wherever everybody else wants to go. I'm decisive about a lot of things, but I don't really care where we eat because
Right.
food is awesome as long as it's not seafood. Sorry. Pam.
Right.
Okay. I know Pam.
Yeah,
loves
but you
seafood.
were like, boom,
like,
we're going
Tex-Mex.
Tex-Mex. And so I flipped the car around.
Yeah.
We went the long way around.
We had all of the sauces.
We had all of the sauces at Chewy's, which, by the way, Chewy's endorsement. The
So
place is delicious. It's
good.
phenomenal.
I
You've got to go
apologize.
there. You have
It's-
to eat there every single day for the rest
I
of your life.
feel
It's
like-
that good.
I feel like you're getting a little jalapenos from me on you because I have not been back to the.
It is a
hotel
little
restaurant to eat.
jalapeno-y
It's a little
in here.
spicy. It's
A little spicy.
So
Yeah.
anyway, so we eat lunch.
So we eat lunch, which
It's
was delicious.
amazing. We're
we
headed
we
out
talk.
the door.
Well, we sit and talk for a little while.
We talked
actually,
for a long time.
after we're done.
Yes.
Right? We talk.
We went out the door and then I had to pause. I'm like, and I will tell you, this is maybe too much info again. Apologize.
TMI moment.
But I don't usually use like restaurant bathrooms because I am clean. And
Right.
often they are not. So nothing about Chewy's, just in general, I try to not like sanitize. I'll just use my own.
And often they are not.
So call me a snot. I don't care. I like to be clean.
Right.
Like in all of the areas. So, okay. I'm just helping Vicky live her true self.
That's
over
right.
there.
We're just showing Vicky
Okay.
how to live it out.
You never have to hold back. Well,
Yes.
sometimes, but not often. So,
Just
I
don't
just
light
usually
it. If
don't.
you
and
don't
I was
hold
like,
back and you let
we
it
gotta
out, just don't light
drive
it.
20 minutes back to Lexington. It's just gonna. I'm like, I'm gonna have to use the restroom. Fine. Okay,
Right.
so I go in there. We're in there, and nobody's in there with me, and the music is like jamming, and I'm like,
Dude, this is another
awesome.
bathroom-free moment. Like you're
right,
the only
nobody's
one.
like, yeah. And
What
so I
is
was, like,
going
dancing,
on with this?
And then they all walk in, and I'm like, you guys joining me? What are you doing? And I'm like, I'm just dancing in the bathroom. It's like awesome jams in here.
Right.
So then we all went to the bathroom. Put your hands, and we go to walk out.
Mm-hmm.
And Glenn, who was walking in?
Unbelievably, I hear as we're standing there. It's actually Pam and I were standing there, and I hear that's that guy from Cracker Barrel, and it's Rodrika and her
The waitress
kids
and her kids
celebrating
coming in.
her kids' 5th grade graduation.
Yeah, and her kids are the same ages as mine.
Right. So she sees me. We like cry.
Yes.
Tears.
She's
like,
bawling by the time I come out the door.
Yeah, she's like I'm so thankful. You have no idea what that meant to me and my family, so on and so forth. And I'm like, dude, Danelle is here right now in the building, all the way from Colorado. Of all the days that she could be here, of all the times that she could be here, in all of the places that she could be, Danelle, the one that inspired me to give you the $1,000, is about to walk out the door right now. Like,
And I
what?
come out, and she's just like
Stop it.
bawling and just comes and gives me this hug. And I was like, oh my gosh. So we take a picture. We're doing all this.
Unbelievable.
It's amazing.
And then, of course, you whip out your wallet and give her every last dollar you've got.
I
on
gave
you.
her all the cash I had in there. I don't even know how much was in there.
Can't even
I'm
help
like,
yourself. You're just like,
I'm like, here.
just
I'm like,
take
here,
it.
finish the job.
Which is amazing, but think
Yeah.
about that. What are the odds? There's 300,000 people in Kentucky. 300,001 now with you today, because you're
welcome.
You're not supposed to be here. Of all the restaurants we could have gone to, of all the times that we could have gone there, right? Of
I'm
all the
walking out
things
the
that,
door at that time.
yeah,
that
me
moment.
picking that restaurant, that Cracker Barrel,
Yes.
that Sunday, that woman, you being on that call that
All of
day,
us
getting
knowing
pulled
each other.
over, inspiring. All of that, go back to the bathroom, the Twang Sisters, the Rise and Grind event.
Yeah.
Like, look at all of the pieces that had to
Crazy.
come together to create that epic moment that we just had.
And what it did
Golly, God's
to
just
that
showing off.
woman,
He's just
right?
showing
He's
off.
showing off today. Like that one woman to be changed, because if you go even back to Rise and Grind, I almost didn't speak that day.
That's right.
I was so unbelievably sick. I could hardly stand on that stage that day, and I never would have met any of you. But to change that one gal's life, and I'm like, okay, now we're gonna be vested in her for life. Like,
Yeah.
I'm so excited, Rodrika. Yay.
She's awesome.
But it was just so cool. And you think you're small, right? You're one small voice. That was my goal when I started business, Glenn, was help 1,000, help 1,000. I say it in my book, in the Gratitude Journal, right? I said, I want to help 1,000 people who will be committed to change 1,000 people's lives. And then I'll at least have, impacted 1 million people in my lifetime. That was my goal. And it was so small. It was so small, but those one things that we do, like even when you think you can't, that one choice, or that, hey, Danelle, can you train in my thing? And I was like, well, not really. Well, I'll be driving between these hours.
Right.
I could hop on while driving. I get pulled over to almost not share that
That's
task.
right. That's right.
Hop back on, give the task, and watch what all happens. And we happen to be at the same restaurant. We didn't happen to be. It's all on purpose.
Right.
But I got to see the impact that it made in her life, and the tears streaming down her face. She's like, my eyelashes are gonna fall off. I'm like, I get you. I get you. But like, friends, if you're listening to this, your impact and your purpose is way beyond what you realize. You have to quit quieting your voice. Like, you gotta show up, because you might just say something to one person that triggers a fact. You might not get to see it how we did today, but it's about that one.
That's right.
It's about that one. And I just think about all the entrepreneurs, all the people who watch this who go, my voice doesn't matter. My voice isn't loud enough. I look at Glenn. This actually really started at 10X.
Yeah.
The one
Yeah, if you take
event
it even
that
further
by
back.
slim chance I was invited to speak at, because people spoke up for me. I was speaking, you raised your hand and looked at it and said, it's going to be me.
That's right.
I'm going to go do it.
Yep.
It's like, you couldn't have not been in that seat.
Right.
And all of this. So
Crazy.
It's just up to you, right? Like how you wake today on my post. I wrote that down. I was like, listen, people don't do all the time because people try to take our joy.
Mm-hmm.
They try to take our smile. They try to knock you around a little bit. And the truth is this. I'm like, nobody gets to take anything from me. And the best thing you could do is wake up, rise and grind, choose joy. Like live your message. We live our messages so huge. People like the Twang sisters are invited to live their more.
Right.
And your more.
Right.
So if you got that level of fulfillment that's not there yet, man, tune in every day at 5:30 or every Friday night at 8. Like, I'm just saying.
Let's see. You could tune in
And it's
5:30
free.
a.m. You could turn in Friday night at 8. You can do the Choose Joy Gratitude Journal.
Yep,
We've
the
got the Rise and Grind journal. Like,
The Morning 5.
yep, you've got the Morning
Ebook.
5. Oh, yeah. Get that. TheMorning5.com. That's a free ebook download.
Yeah,
But
so
really
good.
what I love, Danelle, I know that you just had a wonderful
21.
birthday.
So exciting. I just turned 40.
Yeah, you just turned 40,
Sorry, I clapped in the
which
microphone.
I love. No, you're fine. Yeah.
Sorry.
You just turned 40. I'm 41 years old, right? I'm 41, you're 40, and what
Don't
you've
look a day
done
over 29.
what you've done in my life and the impact is just so stinking cool, and I love it now that we both like watch. I hope they'll get this the right way, okay? I watched her, okay? Now you can watch me, okay? And if I can do it and she can do it, then you can do it.
100%.
I promise. Right? We've got like our philosophies are the same. Our theories are the same. Like she has I Choose Joy Gratitude Journal. I have a Rise and Grind planner. Like, but it's the same. It's how we wake up. It's
practices.
setting. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
habits.
a discipline, intentionality. Gratitude solves everything.
Everything.
Right? Gratitude
Everything. You
solves
can't be
everything.
grateful in any other emotion.
That's right. That's right. It's impossible.
People are like, you're all sunshine and rainbows. I'm like, well, I'm all gratitude. Is that the same thing? Yes, you should try it.
You should try it.
Don't knock
It's
it till you
amazing.
try it.
But my whole point is figure out what works specifically for you. It's all a little bit different, but it's the same. It's the same. And I did. I raised my hand. I said I'm going to be the one, and there were other people there
Who
that
also said they were going to
said
be
they were
the
going to
one.
be the one, but
I
they
don't know if
didn't
they were
do
gonna- they
what they
didn't-
were
they
supposed to
did not.
do.
And look what you've done,
Look what we've done.
right? People always say, yeah, but that's going to take forever. I was like, does it?
Didn't take that long.
Right? Like I built a business. That's why I got all the attention is I built it faster than anybody else and I consistently won. And they were like, how did you do that? I'm like, well, I could show you.
Right?
I could show you my habits. It's very specific. It all comes down to one thing we talked about at lunch today. What is it?
Perception, yeah.
And
Laser focus.
laser focus.
Laser focus.
Most people just have 20 focuses.
Yeah, we can't do that. We have to be laser focused.
Yeah.
And you've always been laser focused on building relationships,
People.
which has become a business,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
Isn't that
Yeah.
crazy?
Here's how you control your life. You control the world and move it in your favor, right? With the perceptions that you have. It's how you see yourself, how the world sees you, how you see others. Like your ability to move people, and this is the thing with people in business a lot of times, because we're getting ready for grow your business for God's sake. If you're not going to Nashville to see us in Nashville, you crazy. So go ahead and go there. How do they find that website?
Growforgod.com.
That's cool.
Dude, by the way, side note, I mean, I know you're in the middle of a very important, don't
That's okay, I
forget.
got it. It's
don't
holding.
lose it.
Hold,
Hold it
please.
right there. Growforgod.com is going to be the most amazing conference in the history of the world. You absolutely 100% are going to want to be in attendance. Sharon Lecter, Danelle Delgado, Brian Benstock, Lisa Copeland, Adi Arazzini, myself,
So
Shaka Dyson. The lineup, the speaker lineup is insane. Not to mention Broadway performances by my man, Darian Sanders. So make
Oh,
sure
I
you
thought you
go
were gonna
to
say
Grow.
me.
I already said you.
No, I
Guys,
thought you were going to say Broadway performance by me.
maybe you and
Can I
Darian can
sing?
do a duet.
We could.
Yes.
It could be exciting.
That would be awesome.
Okay.
So
Darian, I
make
would
sure
like
you're
to
there,
do it.
and the tickets are ridiculously cheap. Go to growforgod.com. Okay.
Yes. Okay, so here's the deal, okay? Growforgod.com. Perception is this, right? It's your ability to work and love people. When I was growing everyone said, Danelle, you do too much for people. You're spending too much time in the trenches. You know, you got to go. And a lot of people wouldn't do that. And I go, what? How am I supposed to impact these people and not see it come to fruition? I never know if they did it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how is that fair that I just stand on a stage and I go, hey, do this. Good luck with that.
Right.
Right? You didn't
Right.
do it. You had a little help along the way. We talked along the way.
Absolutely.
We mentored.
Yep.
Like, and I go, well, that's how I know it works. And so I didn't listen to him. And I continued in the trenches. And I still continue in the trenches because that's how I stay in tune with people
Yep.
and make connections. So many people are in a hurry. They're in a hurry to win. They're in a hurry to sell. You guys, the most important thing, as Jim Carrey said, right? The greatest currency in the world is your ability with people.
That's it,
right?
man.
And
That's the ticket.
that's my number one favorite thing in the world.
Yep.
So it's, look at, how could I tell people, hey, go and make $1,000 extra and give it away? All I did was tell you what my goal was that week.
Right.
That was my personal goal, was, Danelle, you got a little bit more in you. You're tired. You're worn down. People say things all the time. You get attacked online if you're online. It's
Oh, yeah.
just part of it. I
No
don't really
doubt.
listen to it, but it still hurts. I have a heart, a
Yeah,
big one.
right.
It's like larger than normal. It's like Secretariats being that we're in the country, Kentucky. Okay?
Right.
But, like, it doesn't matter. My perception is this. All people want to be significant, and all of them are meant to.
Yeah.
And if I don't show them how to remember who they are and what they're capable of, no one will. So it just became my mission. And I stopped raising my voice to tell people I was amazing. I started raising my mission and speaking a path that people listen to, no matter who I was. I was nothing, and I had a small voice. I almost sang that song, like a small boat in the ocean, sending big waves into motion. See, I'm ready for you. I'm feeling
you're
Broadway.
ready. All right.
That was. I got a real soft whisper. If you didn't hear it, that was on purpose. But that's what it is. One voice finds others,
That's right.
right, and becomes more. And we impact a waitress. Okay, small story, crazy, amazing story. How cool
Yes.
that I got to meet her and see the difference. And just immediate. Saw Glenn, saw me, tears.
Tears. Life
Like,
change.
You know, that's what it's about. We got
Yeah.
more peeps. And we
That
want to
is
make
what it's
sure that not only can you get lucky in Kentucky, you can get lucky wherever you are.
Wherever you are in all of the land.
He's waiting for your story to be used. Do it.
No doubt. And I love it, Danelle. I love what you do, how you do. I love that when I know from conversations with you, there's multiple business people that are like, how do you have such a following? How can I get, how do I grow my group? Like, you don't spend any
Right.
money on Facebook ads. I'm having to spend a ton of money on Facebook
right. Like,
ads.
I'm spending $10,000 a month. They're like, how much do you spend? I'm
Yeah,
like,
and you and I
none.
talk about it all the time. We're like, we don't
Yeah.
do that. Instead of spending thousands of dollars on ads to get people's attention, how about you just go in and respond to their comments
how about you just talk to
and just
people?
talk to people?
How about you
Just
practice
say thank you.
human speak?
Right.
Right?
Right.
How about you don't just spam people with your links?
Right.
Right?
So
People are like,
powerful.
why
So
can't I
different.
find where to sign up for all your stuff? Because I want to have a conversation and see if I can actually help you.
Mm-hmm.
If I can't, I direct you to who I know. Like, they're like, oh, that's crazy. We should just be able to sign up for all this stuff. And I'm like, oh, so you just want to give it your best shot
Right.
on your own?
Right.
Well, you're about to get punched. Like, we there's reasons behind all we do.
Yeah.
But the truth is this. The only reason Glenn and I show up every day when it's hard, when it's rough, is so that you remember what you're capable of. And we can't reach them all. But together we rise, and together we can.
That's right. We can rise and we can evolve into
We
the
can
best
make an
versions of
impact.
ourselves, and we can make an impact.
That's like
Because
somebody had a good idea with that. Like, it's a good brand.
It is a good brand. But we can do that because we
Yeah.
all have this ability and responsibility ultimately
Yeah.
because we're all children
Yep.
of God,
Yep.
right? And as a child of God, we have unique,
Yep.
each one of us,
Yep.
unique abilities and gifts and responsibilities to go out there into the world and make and make an impact on the planet, no matter what age we are.
Yep.
Or no matter where we are located.
We just got back from Greece.
Right.
We had from 24 to 64 with us.
That's right. And everyone's life changed.
Everyone crushed.
That's right.
Like, to see, now in our group, right, they don't know. See all the wins that have happened?
Oh, dude.
And
It's insane.
I don't know, 7 days? How long have we
It's
been back?
insane.
I don't know. Look at my eyes. If I zoom in too close, it's rough. Let's up the lighting. But all it is they invested in them, right? They invested them to a level where they were forced to move ahead. So that's what I'd tell all of you guys. Just put yourself in a position where you have to win. I can't tell you how many people call and they're like, I have to win. It has to happen right now. I'm like, you're debilitating yourself. If it has to win, get up.
Right.
Get up.
Do it. Go.
Let's go. Let's go together.
Yeah.
Let's make a difference.
Let's
But we
do
just
it.
had to share with you that story today.
Yay.
Rise and grind. Rise and grind. Oh, wait,
super
that's a
happy you're
different
here.
story. That's a different song.
And thank you for coming to the Rise and Grind Studios.
Yes.
And
Anytime.
Super awesome.
Look,
You've
there's
already
my
signed
autograph.
the wall. I see you right there.
I was going to do something really big and
That's
annoying,
the
so it would be
Delgado.
shown on every show you have, and I was like, that's not very nice. But I did think about it.
Well, you're still here for a couple more days.
That's right. If there happens to be a large circle around that one and hearts and polka dots, that's from me. Just
Well, for those of you out there, enjoy your day. What day of the week is it?
I don't know.
I don't know. Enjoy your day, whatever day of the week it is. Danelle,
Is it
I will
Wednesday?
see you again. If
It's
not,
Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah.
If not before, I'll see you again Saturday morning because my wife is going to make
I'm
you
so
a
excited.
Kentucky breakfast. Like
Yay.
everything from scratch. She makes the bread from scratch. She makes like everything will be from
cannot
scratch.
even
We're gonna
imagine.
load your lap with Lundy's.
I can't
We're
wait.
gonna
All
bring
of
in
the
the Twang
children's-
sisters, which you will have now turned into
Yes.
the new and improved
Yes,
Twang sisters by
yes,
that point.
just
I mean,
amazing.
you guys are living in a castle together for
Yep.
48 hours or whatever.
Yep.
That's insane. Yeah. So brand new Twang sisters, you, my kids, my wife, made from scratch Kentucky breakfast Saturday morning.
I'm
How's
so
that sound?
excited.
Awesome.
Thank you for having us and for
Thank
making
you.
a difference in the world.
Hey, thank
Right?
you. Absolutely. Love you, girl.
Every time somebody goes and makes it, it's like all my stuff was worth it. Great, I'll do it again. Let's save another.
Yeah.
Save another.
Each
save
one
another.
teach one. Each
That's
one
right.
teach one, right?
And hurry up
My man
with it.
Denzel. Okay. All right, you guys.
and
Enjoy your
grind.
day. This was cool. Dual
Hashtag
stream, dual
rise and
live.
grind.
I would tell you to share it on your page, but we just
already
went live
did.
from your page.
It's true. Actually, that's why I opened my phone in the beginning because I was going to do that, and I was like, oh, it's already live on my page. It's right there. Hi, you're logged into my Facebook. Look
Oh,
out.
shoot.
Look out. If Lundy messages you back, you'll know.
All right. See you guys. Have a great day.
Good night, or good afternoon, or good morning. I don't know what time it is.
Here, over on my side, they can't hear it on your side. But I've got the song over here.
Oh, it's
That's
good.
not fair,
Let's do
is it?
It's not fair. I could play it on my phone since I downloaded it,
Wake up, wake up.
but then you'd hear it twice on yours. You guys go. Oh, 10, East Coast.
This one's still on.
Oh, good. Hi.
It's playing
Is it
music.
playing
They're
the
dancing.
song?
Yeah.
Is our faces on or no?
Yeah, our faces are on. The music's playing. You just look. Put the headphones
Oh,
on.
okay.
Then you can hear it.
What am I hearing?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, see, and this is your favorite angle where they can see you dancing.
Good. If I'm looking at the camera, I'm good.
Just not from the side. Awesome.
Man, I could do this at all time and not hear anyone
Right.
except what was going on in my head.
All right. See you guys. Goodbye.